In my garden, we consistently have a problem every year with deer coming in and nibbling all of our plants. And years past, about 3 years ago, we didn't do anything to try and control the deer, and I would suspect they ate somewhere between 60 and 70% of our crops. So it was really quite disappointing. We have a big garden, we put a lot of work into it. I don't mind sharing a little bit with the deer, but I don't want to share 60 or 70% of my harvest with the deer. So the next year, 2 years ago, we used a product called Deer Stopper. The Deer Stopper worked great, and it's safe to use on all kinds of edible plants. It is an all natural product. It won't hurt the deer, it won't hurt you. It's totally safe to use, and it smells actually really quite pleasant. It smells really good. It's got natural oils in there. It's got cinnamon, and it's got clove, and it's got garlic, and it's got mint and rosemary, things that the deer don't like to eat. And so we treated our plants with it, treated our tomatoes, we treated corn, we treated cucumbers, I mean everything that the deer like to nibble on. But as we were getting close to harvesting, usually about 2 or 3 weeks, maybe even 4 weeks before you're going to be harvesting the fruit, make sure not to spray the fruit because it will make it taste funny. And so that's the whole idea, is that the deer can smell this on the plants. It makes the plants taste funny. They don't like it, and so they'll move on and go somewhere else. Using the Deer Stopper, we were able to cut that consumption of the deer down from about 60 to 70% to about 10%. So the deer really only damaged about 10% of our crop, but I was hoping I could still get a little bit better results than that. So we went to a fence. Now this is a newer kind of fencing. It's made from nylon. It's very heavy duty. This is actually the second year we've had it out. We just left it out all winter long, and it's made by a company called 10X. It's very, very, very heavy. It's not a lightweight. It doesn't break. You really have to get wire cutters to cut it, but it's still very, very flexible, and it comes in 7.5 foot lengths. So what we did is we put up fence posts, and in some places I've got 10-foot fence posts that we sunk into the ground 2 feet. Here I had to extend it a little bit with a pole because I ran out of my 10-foot fence posts, but to make a door so we could get in. But I've got basically 8-foot fence all the way around the garden to prevent the deer from coming in, and we did this last year, and last year we had 0 damage from the deer. So the deer never entered the fencing, never damaged anything. So we went from 70% damage to 10% damage with the Deer Stopper to 0% damage with the fencing, and I'm excited to see how long the fence holds up. I'm hoping to get 4 or 5 seasons out of it before it has to be replaced, but really quite an inexpensive and very reliable way to keep the deer out of your garden from damaging your valuable plants.